Or the other way you might see it written is a sine as well. That's how you've seen it, yeah. But you'll notice that on the calculators here it's sine inverse. Okay. That question's okay? Yeah? Okay, we go on to the next topic then. I can close this? Yeah. So what we'll have a look at next now is area. Okay, let's have a look. Now, we're going to have a look at two formulas for area. The first formula is very basic, and you all should know it from elementary school. The area of a triangle. So when we have a triangle and we say its base, we'll call it B, and its height we'll say is H, then you will make your elementary school teacher cry if you do not remember that the area is half the base by the height. Now, that's really, really basic. You all should remember that, I hope. Yes? Yeah. But the problem is, this only works when you know the height of the triangle. And we don't always know the height. Usually what happens is, we would know, for example, maybe like this side, and we would know this side, and maybe we would know this angle. And now we can't use the formula because we don't know what the height is. Yeah, we have to use a sign in here. So, what we do, we draw a right angled triangle here, and we call the height H, and we remember that sine of C here will be H over B. So that means H equals B sine C. So if you go back to your formula, area is half the base by the height. But we know what the height is now. This is it here. It's B sine C. So this is another formula for the area. The area is a half AB sine C. Or in other words, you multiply two sides together with the sine of the angle in between the two sides. So a half AB sine C. A half the sides multiplied by the sine of the angle between the two sides then. So we'll have a look at a couple of examples now. Let's have a look. Okay. Can I scroll down? Yep. Okay, we should close the window now because it looks like some people might start to die. And it's too much paperwork if students die in my classroom. I don't want to be dealing with it. Yeah, if you can close it. Well, we'll just leave it open a crack. Come on. Come on. I'm too spent after the gym yesterday. I can't close it. Whatever. Yeah. You need more protein bars or something. Yes. All right. So let's have a look at some examples. So here's the first simple example here. We have a base of 5 and then a height of 9, so we want the area here, and just a simple example to start with. The area is a half 5 multiply 9, so what's that? 45 over 2, so 22.5. I don't give you any units here, so I'll just write units squared. In the exam, I'd say about half the time they might put in some units. but we'll just leave it like that. So if you can write this example down, and we'll start making the examples more difficult. So this is just our first example. Next example now. Yes? Next example. Go, quick. Right, if you can write this one down. Side. Listen. Do you have this one taken down? Oh, come on.
Can I watch it on YouTube?
What?
YouTube.
What about YouTube?
Why?
What?
Why you want me to?
I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay.
And I don't want to know.
Writing what you have on YouTube. Yeah.
Because you won't remember otherwise.
No, but I love it.
You won't, trust me, you won't.
No,
trust me.
trust me.
Alright, do you have this?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So let's have a look at the next example. In this one, we'll say that this side is 12, this side is 37, and this angle 71.08, and I want the area here. So we have area equals a half times 12 times 37 times sine 71.08. So what will that be? 6 multiply 37 multiply sine 71.08, which is, do you have it there on the calculator? 210. Yeah, okay, 210 units squared then. Yeah. You got that? Yeah. Okay, can I scroll down to the next example? So, let's say in this example now, I'll give you two sides and an angle again. So I don't know, let's say, yeah, this is 39, this is 39, and this angle here is 45.24 is the angle in there. And for this question, I want to know what is the height of this triangle. So I want to know what is the height. So one way you can do it, an interesting way to do it, is by using area. You could work out the area first. That's a half times 39 times 39 times sine 45.24. Yeah? What is that, please? 5.2. 540? Okay. That's the area, yeah? But you have another formula for the area. What's the other formula for the area? Half the base times the height. Actually, I'm sorry, I drew the height the wrong way. I didn't mean this height. I meant, it's hard to draw. I scroll down a bit. I meant this height, which is really hard to see. I need to rotate it. If you can imagine this one is on the ground, then the height would be like this. Yeah, I didn't say this in the question, but when I say the height, I mean we imagine the angle is the one that's on the ground. Okay. In the exam, they'll give you a diagram. So I was looking for this height here. So half the base by the height, and what's the base of this triangle? 39. Yeah. And here's the height, is what we want. So we can get the height is equal to 540 multiplied 2 divided by 39. What's that, please? 20. Okay. 6. 9. Okay. Write this one down, and we'll have another example now.
So we're looking for the height like this?
This is the height. The height from the base to the the top here. Yeah. Did you write this down? Yeah, can I go to the next example? Yeah? Okay. So, next one now. Here's my triangle, and we'll just say this side is 12, this side is 37, and the area is 210, and I want this angle here. Let's just call it x. So in this example, yeah, I give you two sides and the area, and I want the angle now. So we have a half times 12 times 37 times sine x equals 210. So sine x equals 2 times 210 over 12 times 37. Sine x equals, what's that number there? 0. Okay, so then what's the x? It's going to be the sine inverse of this. 71.1 degrees, is it? Okay.
If you go up it up.
Yeah. 0.0? Okay, so if I do the three significant figures, it'd be this then. Okay, so this worksheet, I kind of think about it being in two halves. I have some easy questions and then I have some more difficult questions. So I think what I'll do, I'll just give you 5 minutes to try some of the easy questions and then we'll move on to the more difficult ones. So basically if you can do 1A, 2A, 3A and 4A, and they're all like the examples I did, they should only take you like 1 minute each, so 5 minutes is enough time. And I'll put the questions on the board for you. Can I switch the screen? Yeah. So what I want you to do is 1A, 2A, 3A and 4A. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, so 5 minutes please, and then I want to do more difficult questions. Yeah, just only take you 5 minutes maximum.
The area?
First one is the area, yeah? Finished? All four? I said 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
I said 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. Sorry.
It's okay, just go.
Sorry.
Go.
Okay.
It's okay. I forgive you. So you can see in question 3, I made it a bit clearer. I said which one is the base here. So for example, in this one, the base is this side, 58. Turkey?
Yes, GNIB.
GNIB, okay. And Juliana? I don't know. Okay. These are the only two missing, I think. For A, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 more minutes and then we'll look at the more difficult ones. Okay. I think that's enough time to do those 4 questions now. So, I don't think they cause you any trouble, right? They're straightforward. Let's have a look at the difficult ones now. Zoom out a bit. Okay. Now, what's going to happen, listen, what's going to happen is your homework is going to be 5 to 11. So what we can do is we can start them now. I think what I'll do is I'll do number 5 as an example, and then you can try number 6, and then after a couple of minutes I'll do number 6, and we'll just see how many we can get through now, okay? So, number 5 as an example. Firstly, what is an equilateral triangle? I think 60, yeah. They all have the same side. So I want you to show. No, that didn't work. If each side has length A, I want you to show that the area. Actually, that should be an A rather than a H. I think I mistyped it there. I want you to get a formula for the area. That's the question, basically. So if you have an equilateral triangle, what's the formula for the area? So let's draw the triangle here. And this is A, this is A, and this is A. And I want to know what's the formula for the area of this type of triangle. Well, as someone realized, I think most of you know this, if the 3 sides are the same, then the 3 angles are the same. And that means the angles must be 60. So, in fact, we can just use the formula that the area is a half A times A, yeah, times sine 60. Sine 60, what's that? Root 3 over 2, isn't it? So this will be a half A squared root 3 over 2 which will be root 3 over 4 a squared. So this is the formula for the area of an equilateral triangle, where the sides are the same. Yeah. So that's, wait, hang on, something. Now, what's sine 60? It is root 3 over 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know what, I'm actually going to change that question a little bit. So I'm going to change the question so that this is the answer. I was looking for, my original question was what is the area if we know the height. I'm going to make that a separate question. So this is 5, we'll say A, and then this is 5B. So the next part I'm going to do is what is the area if we know the height of the equilateral triangle. Can I scroll down? Yeah. So in this example, we only know the height is h. But we still know the sides here are 60, this is still 60, and this is still 60. So one thing we could say is that the area, we could use the previous formula, is root 3 over 4a squared. But the problem with this is we don't have the height in it. I need a formula that uses the height. So what's the other formula for area? Yeah, a half the base, which is a, times the height, which in this case is h. So I need to put these formulas together so I don't have the a, the small a. So I only have the big, the area and the height. I don't want the small a. So I could put them, yeah, but that wouldn't cancel it the way I needed to cancel. What I should do is here or here, I should get the small a and substitute it. So like in this one, small a, what would that equal? 2a over h. And I can put that into the first one here.
2h equal.
Yeah, so I get a equals root 3 over 4 2a over h squared. Now let's see what I get here. I get a equals root 3 over 4 4a squared over h squared. What can I cancel? I can cancel the 4 and the 4 and the a with the square. So I get 1 equals root 3a over h. So the area would be, h squared. The area will be h squared over root 3. So this is a formula for the area of the equilateral triangle using the height. So I said they're getting a bit tricky now. So here are like two formulas here, this one and this one here. So please write this one down, and then when you have it, I want you to try the isosceles one then in a moment. So first just write this down. Okay, did you write this one down? Yeah. Yeah. It's because area by itself is simple. So in the exam, they have to make the question a bit more difficult than just what is the area of something.
Yeah, we always put the area on it.
Not anymore. Okay, do you have this one?
No,
Oh, come on, come on.
it's there.
What? Yeah, those 4 lines. Yeah, it's very long.
I can't help it. I only 5 minutes.
Ah, come on, I need to move on now.
No,
I'll give you 1 more minute. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I want you to try number 6, which is the isosceles triangle one. So I'm switching it now. 5, 4, 3.
No, just again 5, 4, please.
No, you're taking way too long.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Now, have a look at number 6. So, what is an isosceles triangle? 2 sides are the same, yeah. So, in this one, the common sides are B and the base is A. So, the triangle is A, B, and B. Okay? And I want you to show that this is the formula for the area. Okay? So, try this one for a couple of minutes and then I'll do it. So, it's like the equilateral question. Okay, I want the area of the isosceles triangle.
Are these an exam? Say it here.
Yes, but I suppose they would give you numbers maybe instead of A and B, but the idea would still be in it, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at this one now. If you got it, that's great. It's again, it's a little bit tricky. So this is the information that we know, and we want the area, and we have no idea what the angles are. So the first thing I'll do is I'll draw a line straight down the middle, and yeah, this will be the height then. So we would know that the area is half the base by the height. But the problem is we don't know the height, but we could use Pythagoras, and that says a over 2 squared plus h squared equals b squared. So that means h squared equals b squared minus a squared over 4. So h is square root this. I can put that back in, and I get area is a half a square root b squared minus a squared over 4. Now, we're not quite finished. We have to simplify it to what they have in the book there, or what I have. So what I'll do is, I'll put this b over 1. I'll multiply the top and the bottom here by 4, so this will be 4 and 4. And this means I can put these together. So this is over 4, and this is 4b squared minus a squared, for example. Do you know what? No, actually, I won't do that. If I look at what I'm trying to get to, yeah, what I'll do is, I'll just make it a bit bigger so you can see. B squared, yeah? Why is it a half a squared? Yeah, in fact, because it's an isosceles triangle, it's a perfect mirror image. So if I draw a line straight down the middle here, it will split these into halves, a over 2 and a over 2. Because isosceles, it's going to be a mirror. Yeah. Why is the base?
Considering either one, either half, and you use a by 2 as the base.
The area is a half the base by the height. The base? The base here is a.
In the question it says half a squared.
No, you mean here? Yeah, I know that. I haven't watched what's going to happen. This will become a squared. It will. No, I see what you're saying, that when you're looking here, it looks like you're saying the base is a squared, but you'll watch the magic happen now in a minute, okay? Right, so we have b squared minus a squared over 4. And what I'm going to do here is, for this one, I'm going to divide the top by a squared. Actually, what am I? Oh yeah. Let me make a bit more space. B squared minus a squared over 4. And what I'm going to do is take out the a squared. Yeah. So
What's the way?
hang on.
What it is?
Oh my goodness, just be quiet, please. I'm taking out a squared. So if I take a squared out from the first one, it will become b squared over a squared. And if I take a squared out of this one, it will become 1. Good. So this is a half a square root a squared b squared over a squared minus 1 over 4. This is a half a square root a squared square root b squared over a squared minus 1 over 4. And what's square root a squared? A. And a multiply a squared. A half a squared square root b squared over a squared minus 1 over 4. So now I've matched this with what I asked you to get in the question then. So I think the tricky part was, here was okay, I hope. The tricky part was trying to change it into this at the end then. Yeah. So you had to do a little bit of algebra here. Okay.
Can you
Zoom out a bit? Yeah. Okay, write this one down, please. I don't think anyone got it, so please write it down. You wrote this down, yeah? Okay, can I, no, not yet. So, I know some people were looking for the results, but actually what I'll do is I'll try and make your results visible on your Moodle account. So when you log into Moodle and you click the test, you can see which questions you got right and which ones you got wrong. Because I need you to look at the questions, because in the tutorial we're going to go through them, okay? So I might reopen the quiz so you can review how it went for you then, okay? Now, can I just to switch back to the worksheet for a moment. For your homework, you need to try and do 7 to 11. But I just want to say that, yeah, number 11 here, this is the type of question that you would get in an exam. What I've done here is, they like to give you these questions that you have to build the information up. So if you look here, please, at the last one. Oh, sorry. If you look here at the number 11. Yeah. Yeah, it's on the Moodle, it's updated. Do you see here in this one? I'm looking for the area of this triangle. And the information I give you is the base here is 3. And the area of this triangle is 6, the area of this triangle is 30, and then this triangle here is an equilateral triangle. These angles are the same. And this is enough information to work out the area of the last triangle. But you can't start here. You have to start here and work your way around to this one. This is what an exam question could look like for this type of multi-part problem, where you have to build it up and move along from one triangle to the next. Now, it's actually not that difficult once you start it, because here, since I give you the base and the area, you could work out the height. If you know the base and the height, you could work out the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the base in the new triangle, and if you know the base and the area, you could work out the height. If you know the base and the height, you could work out the hypotenuse. This hypotenuse will be the same as this because it's equilateral. And this here, the angle, is 60. So now you have a hypotenuse, and a 60. And now you can know the area. So you see, it's actually not that difficult. It just spirals around from the first one. But it's a typical exam type of question. Okay? So please try your best to do these last few questions, especially number 11, because it's an exam type of question, okay? So your homework is this. I know some people were looking for the book. I'll bring that to the tutorial. And people who are looking for your results, just check Moodle in about an hour. You might be able to open up the test and see how you did in it, okay? We'll leave it there. Who's calling me? Book, yeah, I didn't get a chance. Oh, okay. Those dots means the angles are the same. So the only way they could all be the same if it was 60, 60, 60. That's the only way to make 180. Have you not seen that, the dots before? No. Yeah, that means the sides are the same. Yeah, yeah.
That would look like an exam?
It could be.